Have you ever thought about how our world has changed drastically due to the invention of something as simple yet revolutionary as the light bulb? For most of human history, the onset of nightfall meant the end of our activities. We were not naturally nocturnal creatures, but that all changed with the introduction of artificial lighting. Today, we're on the brink of a whole new era in human history where we can experience the night like never before. Welcome to Science with Lou, where we explore fascinating topics that captivate your imagination and leave you craving for more. In this video, we delve into the illuminating world of artificial light and its profound impact on our lives. Picture this. On January 17, 1994, a powerful earthquake jolted the Los Angeles area, plunging it into darkness due to a massive blackout. During that time, the Griffith Observatory received numerous calls from bewildered residents inquiring about a peculiar sight in the sky. What they witnessed was none other than the awe-inspiring Milky Way, a sight that had been hidden from them for so long by the glare of artificial light. Fast forward to today, where more than 80% of the world's population and over 99% of the US and Europe live under skies polluted with artificial light. In fact, a third of the global population has never had the privilege of witnessing the Milky Way. Some urban areas, like Singapore, are so inundated with light pollution that residents' eyes never fully adjust to the darkness. Speaking of eyes, let's talk about scotopic vision. This refers to the type of vision we employ in very low light conditions. While our regular photopic vision in bright light relies on three types of color-sensitive cone cells, scotopic vision relies on the eye's rod cells. These rod cells excel at detecting brightness but are not capable of distinguishing different colors. It's intriguing how most of us seldom experience scotopic vision these days because, well, the night has been commandeered by artificial light. Yes, it still gets dark at night, unless you find yourself near the polar regions during summer. However, it's a different kind of darkness, one that challenges us to ask, what is real darkness? Describing the absence of something can be quite perplexing, so why not look at what has always been there, hidden in plain sight? Finding naturally starry skies is becoming increasingly rare, with these dark oases shrinking and growing farther apart. To quantify the brightness of the night sky, amateur astronomer John Bortle introduced the Bortle scale. In perfectly dark skies, rated as Bortle Scale 1, you can spot between 4,000 and 5,000 stars that are bright enough to be visible to the naked eye from any point on Earth. It's astonishing how it becomes challenging to distinguish even the most familiar constellations. However, the majority of Americans live in areas rated as Bortle Scale 5 or higher, which means they are missing out on seeing a whopping 98% of the stars in the night sky. It's not just about stargazing, though. Preserving dark skies is essential for several reasons, particularly for astronomical research. For astronomy, the connection between clear, dark skies and the ability to conduct accurate research is straightforward. But it goes beyond that. Excessive artificial light at night can have detrimental effects on human health. Artificial light disrupts the biorhythms of all living creatures on our planet. The consequences are widespread, from a question of cost efficiency related to wasteful light fixtures to a colossal waste of electricity that amounts to billions of dollars each year in the US alone. We need to understand that this is about preserving dark skies, not dark ground. There is no reason to shine light wastefully into the sky where it serves no purpose. Now you might be skeptical about using less light at night, fearing it could make us less safe. However, it might surprise you to know that no study has ever proven that more light leads to less crime. Most property crimes, for example, occur during daylight hours. Even severe crimes like sexual assaults, which are often associated with dark alleyways, are more likely to happen indoors, often by someone the victim knows. Excessive light at night can have adverse effects on our health as well. For hundreds of thousands of years, humans have evolved with the natural rhythm of night and day. Like other creatures, we have a circadian rhythm, a biological clock regulated by light and dark cycles. In the absence of light, our bodies produce melatonin, a hormone that promotes sleep, boosts the immune system, and supports the proper function of many organs. Light at night, especially the blue light emitted by LED fixtures, can disrupt this delicate balance. In fact, some medical groups have classified night work as a risk factor for various types of cancer. So it's essential to put away those screens at night, or at the very least, use night mode or a blue light reduction app. As scientists delve deeper into this subject, it becomes increasingly evident that we've underestimated the negative impacts of artificial light. It's now regarded as a pollutant due to its effects on both humans and wildlife. Speaking of which, countless species in the wild are adversely affected by light pollution, whether they are nocturnal, active at night, or crepuscular, active during twilight. The negative consequences of light pollution are far-reaching, from fireflies struggling to find mates and dung beetles losing their ability to navigate using the Milky Way to baby sea turtles wandering onto roads instead of the ocean, and millions of birds colliding with buildings every year. A striking example is the Tribute in Light, held in Lower Manhattan every September 11th. This event features 7,000-watt searchlights that create one of the most intense light installations ever. However, it has a tragic history of luring birds into its brilliance, disrupting their migrations and leading to numerous fatalities. In 2002, two organizations collaborated to develop a protocol aimed at saving the affected birds. Under this protocol, the tribute lights are turned off for approximately 20 minutes, when more than 1,000 birds are seen circling in the beams or flying dangerously low with frequent calling. This radar image illustrates the lights alternating between on and off, allowing disoriented birds to safely resume their journeys. It's an inspiring example of how humans and nature can coexist in a world of artificial light. The goal isn't to eliminate all artificial light at night. That would be impractical. Light pollution isn't about all light at night, it's about light that is out of place. When you look at satellite views of the dark side of our planet, you'll notice how we squander light by directing it into space instead of using it to illuminate the ground. The fascinating aspect of light pollution is that it's the only form of pollution we can instantly clean up. While it takes decades to cleanse polluted water and air, cleaning up our night skies is as simple as turning off the lights. As you gaze up at the Milky Way and the stars splashed across the night sky, it provides a profound sense of context, reminding us that we are part of something grand, something much larger than ourselves. It's a sensation that can send shivers down your spine, making you realize that we emerged from this vast universe rather than being placed into it. The way we illuminate our nights has not only transformed our daily lives, but also has significant consequences for our environment, health, and on how we view space. As we stand on the brink of a new era in human history, it's essential that we consider the consequences of light pollution and work towards preserving the beauty of our natural night skies. By reducing light pollution and adopting responsible lighting practices, we can not only enjoy the wonders of the night sky, but also protect the well-being of both humans and wildlife. It's a small step with a significant impact, and just by how beautiful we all know the night sky is, it's a cause worth supporting. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of light. We hope you found this exploration both enlightening and inspiring. Please subscribe to the channel to stay updated with more captivating topics, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if it has made you think about the profound effects of light in our lives. Together, we can create a brighter, more balanced future.